Is the negative voice inside your head overwhelming? Then stay tuned. Hey friend, welcome back to another Mind Right Monday. I'm your host, Bonnie Kelly, and today we're talking about that negative Nelly in your mind, that constant plaguing, toxic voice that doesn't ever go away and is always quick to show up when you are trying something new, about to step on a stage, going to present in front of a class, about to do your first Facebook Live, right? That voice can become so loud. It can become so consuming, and it can generate all of these feelings of anxiety and fear that can drive us to self-sabotage, to procrastinate, to avoid, to not take action or inspired action to do the things that you need to do to get you to where you want to go. So let's talk about 3 ways that we can begin to kick that inner critic to the curb, where we can begin to get a cheerleader cheering in our mind. Let's dive right into the first one, which is give it a name so we can separate it from your identity. All right, so this is what I call a little psychological warfare here, right? When we are recognizing that your inner critic has got a voice, well, we need to give it a name. So what I recommend is that we want to give it a name of some fictional Disney villain, right? So you can have Ursula, you can have Cruella de Vil, you can have the evil stepmother, right? We want to give it a name so that way we can begin to separate it from who you are. You see, a lot of times when that inner critic is going and we're trying to be more positive, we immediately start saying, gosh, stop being so negative. Oh, why you got to be so negative? Gosh, why am I so negative? Which then makes us feel even worse. But when we can recognize that this voice is just a conditioned program, it's not who you are, even though you're thinking it. It's just a thought. It's just conditioning that has developed into a way of processing information. That's not you. And in fact, that a lot of time isn't your fault. I mean, it's been influenced by society and from parents and from teachers and from schools. And all of these things have developed you into thinking this way in the first place. So to change it, we need to name it. So give it a name, a fictitious name. Do not name it your mother, your brother, or your cousin, okay? Give it a name so we can separate it from who you are. So when you hear that voice, we can be like, ooh, Darth Vader is totally breathing down my throat right now. All right, buddy, we're going to the light side. All right, I choose not to be in the dark side today, and we can have more fun with it. So instead of you beating yourself up for thinking that way, we can start to separate it from who you are, so you can get a little more control of that inner critic. All right, this leads me to my second tip, which is think it. It's there to protect you in some way. All right, now this seems counterintuitive, but it's really, really powerful. Your inner critic is just trying to protect you in a really kind of mischievous, diabolical way, but it's totally true. It's there to try to keep you small, to not allow you to take too many risks, to protect you from being vulnerable or from validating that you're not worthy or that you're not enough or from failing. And so it just flares up and says, you're not capable of doing that. It flares up and says that, don't try that, you're just going to fail, or nobody wants to see you. Who wants to listen to you? And all that is doing is it's trying to get you to stay safe. So what we want to do is, adding to number 1, is to think the negativity in our mind. And we say, yo, Darth Vader, thank you for your powerful force. However, I know that I'm more than capable of doing this, and I'm choosing to be a Jedi today. So keep your negative, dark magic over there, brother. We can begin to be more playful with it. We say, thank you, I know you're just trying to protect me, but there's a better way to do it. And we can start to think another way. We can begin to say, all right, Yoda, I want you to start being my cheerleader. Why don't you tell me how to think right now? Versus allowing Darth Vader to be our influencing force. All right, so hopefully that helps a little bit. Remember, thank it. Thank you, fear. Thank you, negativity. I know you're trying to protect me. However, I've got this. And this leads me to my third and final tip this week, which is tell it to take a hike. Replace it with positive affirmations. Okay, so you've already actually heard me do this a little bit, but this is the last and final step. So first we want to name it. Then we want to thank it for trying to protect us and motivate us in a really toxic way. But then we want to replace it with something positive. Then we want to say, thank you, but I've got this. Thank you, but I know I'm capable. Thank you, but I'm going to try anyways. So this way we don't just leave it, because a lot of times the negativity, we just allow it to spin in our minds and we don't do anything about it. So it gains momentum, it builds feelings, and it drives actions. Well, we want to just kind of put the brakes on, to pause it right where it's at and to decide to course correct in a different way, to allow ourselves a different opportunity to bring forth something more constructive. And so to do so, we need to say, Darth Vader, thank you so much for continuously trying to protect me from feeling that I'm not good enough. However, I know this is scary, and I'm going to choose to do it anyways. And even if I fail, it doesn't make me a failure. Because what is my outside successes do not define my inward worth. So that's all right, bud. Thank you, but I've got this. And allow that to become your new mantra in moving forward. If you need help with this, let us know. You can comment, you can friend, you can fan, you can forward, you can connect, you can send me a message on any social media platform, or you can even email me at getinspired@bonniekelly.me. Tell me what's going on in your world and how I can support you. And if you're ready to start taking your personal development journey to the next level, check out my 21-day emotional detox program. You can get the first 7 days free. And you're going to, in 10 minutes less a day, get the skills and tools to help you get out of your way and get on with your life. Check it out. Totally free. Links are below. Until next time, mwah! Make it a great day.